Wow, we have been having so much fun. I've gone through like already 4 or 5 things that you need to actually put in your brochure. We've already talked about like 9 things you don't want in your brochure. And by the way, if you haven't figured it out, brochures are like one of my top 3 secrets I use to help people want to refer business to me over and over and over again. All of my mavens, and if you don't know what a maven is, well, come back and I'll share on that more. But all of my mavens, all those people that can refer me lots of business, they love having a brochure that they can hand to people to do this. Now, here's the strange thing. We were at a seminar, my seminar, and I had about 100, 200 people in the audience, and some guy says, "Hey, Mike, will you look at my brochure?" And I looked at it, and it was garbage. And I'm going, man, the only way I could look at this, I started saying, well, you don't need this, you don't need this, you don't need... And the only way I could really go over this really good is if I put it up on stage, and if I went over the whole thing, you know, in front of everybody, thinking he would go, well, yeah, no, I don't need it done in front of everybody. And you know what he said? Yeah, sounds great. Everybody could probably learn from that, Mike. And I went, wow, great. So now where am I going to take an hour off the schedule and add in, you know, brochure makeover? But we did. It was one of the most powerful things we ever did, and we've now recorded that, put it together, and turned that into a resource to help you. So here's one of the other things. I marked out all of this stuff. We got rid of like about 80% in this brochure, and I marked out all that stuff. We started putting things back in, like a really good strong headline, the pictures that kind of work and really take care of things, phone numbers on the front, the inside and the back, and then we talked about some of the services he needs to put in there, and we talked a long time on unique selling points. It's like the secret sauce, okay? And then I'm looking at it, and I realize there's some other things we could put in here, and I'll tell you about those in maybe the next video. But here's some of the things we looked at, and I said, what else could we put in here? Now, my loving wife from the back of the room, she's been watching this thing the whole time, and I did not realize it. She's been watching this thing the whole time, and she said, testimonials. And I went, wow. She was absolutely correct. Most people, most home inspectors never put any testimonials in. And when they do it wrong. You see, I could actually speak an hour just on the right kind of testimonials and what they look like. I'm going to give you a couple of secrets here real quick. One is if you can get a picture of the person, makes the testimonial 5, 10 times better, okay? If you get a testimonial, you want to put a headline at the top of the testimonial, so that's the first thing they read. You also want to take the testimonial, and then you want to try to highlight some of the things that they said about you. And then you want to really get a good testimonial, by the way. Not a testimonial that goes, hey, Mike's a really great guy, and you should work with Mike. Mike, I love Mike. I go to church with Mike, whatever. And that's a terrible testimonial, okay? Except for maybe the fact that you go to church, okay? But here's what the testimonial I would like to have. Working with TexInspect, which is the name of our company, was a pleasant surprise. The on-site report, the 90-day warranty they gave me, just made me feel a lot more comfortable with my home inspection. That is a good testimonial, because it highlights some of our unique selling points and the fact that we deliver the report right there on site, which most home inspectors don't, which is okay. We are teaching guys more and more how to do that if they want to. So you need to make sure you put testimonials. One last secret. Your testimonials should have where they're from. By the way, don't be afraid to put their name in it. Get permission. I'm not saying you don't. Get permission. We can teach you how to do that too. But put their name in it. Mary and John Smith, or John and Mary Smith. And here's the last secret I'm going to share with you on testimonials. You should put in there the city that they come from, because the city tells them. And if you do different things, so you want different types of people, maybe a single person, maybe a mom with a kid, maybe a husband and wife, and maybe 2 kids. If you can get a picture like that, wonderful. But if I say, oh, this one is from Dallas, this one's from Fort Worth, this one is from past the Dallas, I would say like Weatherford. We'll catch them in Weatherford, okay, Weatherford. Or if it's in Denton, it tells them I inspect in their area. It's a little secret that their brain will pick up on. Well, guys, testimonials can help make you more successful, and you should put those in your brochure, not just on your website. There's another whole secret about the website. We'll talk about that at another time, too. Feel free to ask me, Mike, tell me about testimonials on the website, because I don't have time right now. Well, this is Mike Crow, North America's #1 and only home inspector marketing and business coach, and I will tell you something. When you put these simple little things in place, you're going to be surprised, pleasantly surprised, because you're going to start being successful. And then what you're going to realize is that there's these group of people out there that you want to hang around because they're being successful as well. So, I tell people all the time, be successful and be around those that are successful. It makes it easier, faster, everything works together, and it's just amazing how you can do that. Well, I look forward to helping you be successful. This is Mike Crow, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye-bye.